Just look around when you stand on the street. Well, just pick up an activity what you should do from anybody passing by there. You would like to do that. If you would still like to do that, well then you are foolish. Because there's nothing, whatever they do, what do they do? Running. Prabhupada made always in New York, he made always these noises. It's simply driving back and forth using up petrol. That's what they do. Simply back and forth, shipping things, useless things, Prabhupada had not one little positive remark about this. Once even to Tamal Krishna Maharaj, he made a whole thing about New York. And he amplified the whole thing more and more, and in the end his eyes opening was going. That's the atomic bomb, That's the end of it. So, we are not very optimistic about this. Sometimes they think, we are not very optimistic. No, we are not very optimistic. Because this is really not much future in this. To increase artificially the basic demands of eating, sleeping, mating and defending in such an absurd way. Like, there was one devotee in India, just met him last year, he said, I heard in the West, they have even these machines, these bikes you jump on and it doesn't go anywhere. Yeah. You just run on stripes and, because you sit the whole day in the office. So just to get some movement, he couldn't believe it, how more artificial you can get. And I suddenly realized, my God, I almost got used to this, to seeing these things. It really doesn't even appear that absurd to me, but actually it is absurd. You have people the whole day sitting behind some table, just, one punching some keyboard. Prabhupada said America is producing nothing. I just got it confirmed from one American. It's just producing papers. And if you push the papers around in the right way, you make lots of money. Otherwise, nobody's producing anything. It's all imported from somewhere else or whatever. Prabhupada is such a genius view that he said so many years ago. Today you can see it really. People just live in offices. You just push papers around. And when you do and sit in the right office and you push the right papers and you push the right thing on a keyboard, you make money. And then you go home and doing what? You see, nothing happened that day in your life. Nothing. You just push some papers around. Naturally you are bored. You want to see something happening. So what do you do when you want to see something happening? You switch on the TV. And then you watch how they are doing that there. Because nothing is happening here. Everything is happening in TV. My life is empty, boring, nothing is happening. So I have to watch how they are doing it over there. It's pure voyeurism, You look out of the window like, oh, he goes to the toilet. Oh. So that's TV. And you have 60 channels to choose from to watch how everything is happening everywhere, but nothing is happening here. And how empty life can get. And then you go to sleep and you say, my God, nothing happened. Then you have to take some intoxication to really forget the whole thing. And then you get intoxicated. Intoxication always means there's agitation on this side and reaction on the other. Some kind of reaction. So after the intoxication effect is over, it's much worse. Then again, the same system. In the office, punching the keyboard, in front of the TV, looking, and in between some actually primitive eating, primitive sleeping, primitive sex life, and very strange defense. You are completely living in an anonymity of a big city. Nobody knows you, you know nobody, you just like, this is the lifestyle Prabhupada totally rejected. He warned us, don't get into this. Krishna consciousness is supreme personalization. And just from surrendering to Krishna, just from spreading Krishna consciousness, you can get so much actual enthusiasm that you don't need the stimulation from outside. You are stimulated enough. know,